What we're going to talk about for the next 3 weeks, a little old series the Lord placed upon my heart, and it's called, So What? So what? Everybody in here will say that to themselves, one way or another, positive or negative. Those who get the vision, those who understand how it works, they will say, Pastor, so what? How much do I need to sow? And then for those who don't care and will know that your life will look like the way you feel, you'll say, so what? Broke folks will say, so what? The rich folks will say, so what? So what? The folks who have vision, the folks who understand how life works, they will be excited. Those who don't won't do nothing. But let me put the disclaimer out real quick. I guarantee you, you will not get nothing. So my answer to you is, so what? Whatever you so desire to do is blessing your life. It has nothing to do with the pastor, nothing to do with the church or anybody else. That's your life. But it also tells me how you think about your life and your future. Let's get down to it. Genesis chapter 1. Genesis chapter 1. Yeah, so what? You can have a Cain and Abel in the same household. Told them exactly how it worked. One going to take it one way and one going to take it another way. What I've come to find out since I've been a pastor, my job is to take you to water. My job ain't to make you drink it. So you stay thirsty. That's your business. Genesis chapter 1. So what is what we're going to be on for the next 3 weeks. So what? Genesis 1. Verse 11 through 12. Then God said, let the earth bring forth grass, the herb that yields seed, and the fruit tree that yields fruit, according to its kind, whose seed is in itself on the earth. And it was so. And the earth brought forth grass, the herb that yields seed according to its kind, and the tree that yields fruit, whose seed is in itself according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. Every seed already has itself in itself. It's in the Bible that says those who desire to have a friend, you must first be what? Friendly. Because why? Once you so friendly, friend shows up. Those who won't love, don't nobody love me. Show somebody some love, and you'll get love. It's in itself. I mean that so we can understand friends. Well, I got more friends now. You're not walking around here all mean all the time. There's some people really want to be your friend. Like, what's wrong with her? See what I'm saying? You're not sowing. You're not showing yourself friendly. But the friends is in that seed you sow. Nobody loves me. Love somebody first. That was so hard. People don't understand that. Nobody loves me. You're waiting for the wrong thing. You bust a move. When you do it, you'll get the very thing. He said that which you desire to have, you do it. You do it. So you want love? Give love. And love is already in itself. God is so awesome. Whatever he so desires, once he created one time, he ain't got to do it again. It's already in itself. So it says that whose seed is in itself. It's in itself. It'll do it if you put it out there. Now, notice what it says here. It says that whose seed is in itself according to its kind. Its kind. I'm looking at you right now, sweetheart, and you are what's called a human being. You are a human. You are a man being spirit and a humus being dirt. So you are a spirit being in a dirt body. You are human. You get with another human, you will produce what? Another human. You will produce your own kind. Well, money works the same way. If I sow an apple tree, I get back what? If I sow an orange tree, I'll get back. So everything produces its own. I can really stop preaching right now and say, God bless your heads bowed and eyes closed. Real time, I got time. Broke folks can't understand. What? Right. It will produce its own kind. You don't have to do nothing, but you got to give it. If we want a child, then we come together and we'll produce our own kind. That's why I can't understand. Bro, folks always want to get something, but never want to give nothing. You can never produce its own kind. You want more money, then you give more money, and it will produce its own kind. The blessing is in itself. How much shall I give? That's you. It's up to you. There's no limit of what you can do. There's no limit. But since there's no limit what you can do, there's also no limit what you can get. Me personally, I give a week's salary every year. I don't even miss it. Some people say, I would never dream of giving a week's salary. You would never dream of reaping what I got, neither. Since you can't dream that big, you can't get that big. My old saying is, it's hard to be big when little got you. Some of you can't even tithe, let alone give a whole week. You can't give a tithe off the week. I say give the whole week. Because I already know it's going to produce its own kind. One thing I love about God is that today he had no respect of person. Remember we was in kindergarten, and everybody was in kindergarten, you had a little styrofoam cup and you had dirt. And the teacher makes sure to get everybody, here's your seed, Mia. Here's your seed, Tinora. Here's your seed, Marie. Here's your seed. Everybody put it in there, stuck it by the window. You remember that? It didn't matter what color you were, didn't matter what age you were, didn't matter how much money your mom and daddy made, didn't matter what education you had. It grew for everybody that put it in there. Look at your neighbor and say, put it in there. You better put it in there. It's going to produce its own kind. God don't care. You understand? I'm struggling. I don't care. Are you going to do it or not? But if you do, it'll produce its own kind. What kind you want? Genesis chapter 8, 21 through 22. It produces its own kind. Money is a seed. It's the seed that provides the need. Genesis 8, 21 through 22. And the Lord smelled the soothing aroma. Then the Lord said in his heart, I will never again curse the ground for man's sake. Although the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth, nor will I again destroy every living thing as I have done. While the earth remains, last time I checked this morning, we still on this joker. As long as the earth remains, there will be what? Seed time and harvest, cold and heat, winter and summer, and day and night shall not cease. Once again, it's seed time. That's why it's raining. It's raining. It's raining for all the sowers. Now I'll show you in scripture. It's raining for all the sowers. It's not raining for everybody. It's raining for everybody to give everybody a chance to sow. I wish it. It's raining for everybody to give everybody a chance to sow, but we know everybody ain't going to sow because some people go, so what? And that's how I really feel. For those who don't understand and know your pastor, when you are struggling and you don't do this, when you are going through and coming to me, my answer going to be, so what? Do you tithe? Oh, no. Do you sow? No. Well, that's why you're struggling. You are your enemy, not the devil. Just you. Just you. You got to sow. Long as the earth remains, it shall never cease. This is the best time of the year. People say, no. If you're agriculture, you're a farmer, the best time of the year is March and April when all the harvest come. No! The seed time determines what it would be. Once you sow, you can pretty much prophesy what it's going to look like. I can tell you what it look like because I can tell you what it be like. It's all about be, do, have. I can tell you what it's going to look like because I tell you what I did. And it's going to produce its own kind. Exodus 27, 14 through 16. Exodus 27, 14 through 16. Exodus 27. 23, Exodus 23, 14 through 16. The Lord is telling the children of Israel, he's telling the children of Israel, these jokers just came out of slavery. These jokers have been in bondage for 400 years, so they have no idea how to live prosperous. They have no clue on how to live prosperous. So he's taking them through the wilderness to get them to understand this is how you're going to live. See, the reason we're sanctified because we don't live the way the world lives. And since we don't live the way the world lives, then we don't live the way the world lives. So when the world and society is going to H-E-L-L in the handbasket, we don't trip. We don't trip. Because we understand, see, if we live like no other, we will live like no other. So what y'all going to do? They say they're laying off. Oh, we'll be fine. We're living a certain way. We're disciplined a certain way. We have a faith a certain way. So God is teaching the children of Israel who've out of bondage for 400 years. He says, 3 times a year you shall keep a feast to me in the year. You shall keep the feast of unleavened bread. You shall eat unleavened bread 7 days as I commanded you at the time appointed in the month of Abib. For those who know have been with the church a while, and the word Abib in Hebrew simply means March. March is the month that he marched them out of Egypt. He marched them out of bondage. In the Jewish calendar, it starts from the 15th to the 15th. Gregorian calendar, which we're on, it starts from the 1st on. So it's the 15th to the 15th. Like seed time is always from September 15th, October 15th. First fruit is always from March 15th, April 15th. It's always that way every year. Always that way every year. You ever notice Easter's always right up in there somewhere? Well, that's the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Though he had no sin, he was made with sin. He is the perfect bread. He's the bread of heaven, but he had the leaven in him. God placed the sin in him, all of our sin upon him. So since he was the lamb that was the sacrifice, every Easter we sacrifice. Now, whatever you want to give God, we give God, but we do it for Easter. I know everybody put the Easter suit on, the Easter dresses on, and all they go to church. But where's the sacrifice? So we do that. The second thing he says here at the end of the day, he says, watch this, he says, none shall appear before me empty. None shall be before me empty. He said, if I brought you out of your situation, then don't you dare come before a king with nothing. Even in the earthly realm right now, you cannot go before the Queen of England even right now with nothing. This ain't like going to see Mr. Trump, President Trump, and scraping his hand. No, when you go see royalty, you better bring something. It's a form of disrespect. But that don't get taught in the church. So everybody go to Easter on Sunday and with their suits on, like, where's the sacrifice? Where's something? You're going before the king. Thank you, Lord, for saving. Okay, well, good. Where's that for him? Where's that at? It don't get taught. So he's teaching them this. He says, 16, in the feast of harvest, the first fruits of your labors which you have sown. You better not come before me empty-handed at that. The first fruits, again, is March 15th to April 15th. We'll always give it. And then he gives the last one. He says here, and the feast of ingathering, when? At the end of the year. The last quarter. Bring it. That is seed time. When you have gathered in the fruit of your labors from the field. So he says, these 3 times a year, bring it. That has nothing to do with the tithe. The tithe is the continuous produce of that which you're reaping from your labors. That's why your job, they pay you according to the fruits of your labor. There it is right there. So it is time. There's a set time, and you can't change God's timing. His timing is perfect. See, you can't change the law. Jesus said, I did not come to change the law. I came to fulfill it. When we're operating in it, we're fulfilling the law. You can't change the law. You can get chastised by the law. And Pastor will teach you that in 2019. He said that the ways of the transgressors will be punished, will be hard. Because you understand, if you're not operating within the law, you're going against the law. In other words, I can get on top of the building and jump down. Chances are, I'm going to hurt myself. Because there's such a law called gravity. So whoever thinks they can beat it, you're sadly mistaken. My job is to understand what that law is, operate it within it, and come down safely, however that may be. But I have to understand the law. But if the churches are not learning the law, then they are transgressors. Therefore, their way shall be hard. Oh, they love Jesus, but they don't understand the law. He said, I didn't come to change the law. The law was set from the very beginning. It'll never change. Day and night, cold and heat. See, it ain't changing for nobody. Oh, I love you, Jesus. Good. Well, understand the law. Come and learn from me how this law works. That's how it works. But nobody teaching the law. Come to Jesus. Come at the altar, pray. You better learn his laws. People say, well, I don't steal. I don't kill nobody. Those are commandments, boo-boo. Those are not laws. We have universal laws that govern everything. And those who learn it prosper. Those who don't suffer. That's how it works. Galatians 6 and 7. So what? And trust me, everybody in here is thinking that right now. So what? Those who going to do it, they're excited. How much am I going to sow? Okay, I get paid next week. I can take this and take that. Other folks are going, so what? It's almost 10 o'clock. Let me get up out of here. Really? That's how people are. And that will never change. Galatians 6 and 7 says, do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatever, and underline that in your Bible, highlight it, circle it, whatever a man sows, that he shall also reap. He sowed hate, guess what he going to get back? A lot more hate. He sowed love, guess what he going to get back? Love. He sowed money, guess what he going to get back? Yeah, he ain't getting back gracious and kindness. If he did, then we know it read in Genesis is not true. Because if that's the case, it did not produce its own kind. Now, I want money, so I'm going to sow money. Say what you want. And those who say, well, I ain't doing it, so what? I don't care. It ain't going to change my life. But I'm giving all I got so I can get all I can. He said, whatever man sows. Whatever. You don't get something back. No, what that means if you sow money, God can pay you back in other ways. No, they didn't say that, sister. Did it say that? It said the seed is in itself. I sowed this, I should get that back. Not, well, somebody's going to give you a ride. Somebody's going to help you with lunch. Somebody going, no, I gave money green. I'm expecting back money green. Got time to play? Got time to play? I'm showing you how to work it yourself. Oh, I hope, I wish. I don't need to hope and wish. I'm about to make a move. Genesis chapter 1. Let's go back to the beginning. You're going to love this. You're going to love this. I guarantee you're going to love it. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female. He created them. Then God blessed them. Now, this is what I'm talking about. I don't see where he laid hands on them or nothing. Watch this. Then God blessed them, and God said to them, be fruitful and multiply. Fill the earth and subdue it. Have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, over every living thing that moves on the earth. And God said, see, I have given you every herb that yields what? Seed. Now listen, real talk. 28 said, then he blessed them. But how did he bless them? I believe, if you look at it closely, they didn't see it. Like most of us don't see it. So he had to show them. I'm sure he say, well, how you bless us? He said, see, I have given you every herb that yields what? Seed. He's showing them. Remember that they knew it this. He just created them. Just like them jokers he brought out of Egypt. They ain't never seen it before. See, Hosea 4:6 is true. My people perish for lack of knowledge. See, which means they had no vision. You got to be able to see it. He's showing them. He said, and God said, see, I have given you. You already blessed, but you're going to have to work that seed. After he told them that, notice he didn't do nothing else. You don't hear him mention no more with them until they messed up eating off the tree. But you don't hear him mention no more. Because why? He've already blessed them with showing them how the seed works. He said, I'm gone. I'll see y'all later. You didn't see him no more. He didn't come back no more until they messed up, obviously. But you ain't see him. They were already blessed. You have what you need. Your need is in the seed. Y'all have a good life, God. God, where are you? I need you. He said, didn't I show you what you had? You got it already, but yet you still praying and begging. 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 Look at Psalm 37:25. Look at Psalm 37:25. You still praying and begging. Psalm 37:25. You still praying and begging. And the old church, I'm sorry, but the old Baptist church, the only one I can refer to because that's where I raised up. And old Baptist church, boy, they know how to beg good. Beg, Lord, help me, Lord. God said, what you want? Remember he told Moses, what you calling up? What you crying out for me for? What you crying for? Clearly you don't see. Did he not say, fear not, stand still and see the salvation? See, I've already delivered you. You just can't see it. But you stand there begging. Look what he says. Look what David says. I have been young, and now I'm old. And yet I have not seen the righteous forsaken. Noah is, old King James Version says, Noah is seed begging. Look at David say, we don't beg. You think about it. I never said the seed begging bread. Well, you would think that make God look real bad. That his own children is begging. We don't beg. Give us this day our daily. Give it to us. I ain't begging for nothing. I rightfully deserve it. But God said, yeah, you do. But you better see, I've already given it to you. Put it to work. The word works. Your job is to work the word. Work it. Look at your neighbor and say, work it. Work it. Work it. Work your faith. Work out your own salvation. You got to work it. People blame it. Oh, it's the man. No, it's the man. It's the man in the mirror. The other man ain't my problem. The man I'm with all day, that's my problem. That's who's making my life a living. You know what? Well, you know it's the government. Well, you know it's the president. No, they not. It's me, oh Lord. It's me. We don't beg for nothing. Isaiah 48:17. Isaiah 48:17. Thus says the Lord, your Redeemer. Most people don't know this about God. He's my Redeemer. He's my sustainer. Yeah, that's one of his characteristics. But look what he really is. I'm your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. I am the Lord your God who does what? Who teaches you to what? Profit. Now, you would think a rich daddy would make sure he teach his kids to be rich kids. Most church folks think today just because he's rich, I'm rich. Technically, yes. Based on what he got. But he got it based on wisdom. He got it based on wisdom. Remember now, wisdom is a defense. Remember, Ecclesiastes is a defense. And money is a what? Defense. But I've always told you, wisdom will get you money. Money can't get you wisdom. He teaches his kids wisdom. Through the wisdom, that's how they profit. I'm a physical man. I'm a natural man. And trust me, I've shared with you guys. I ain't leaving my kids money. No, I'm leaving my kids wisdom to get the money. But I ain't leaving them money. How many of us know that Big Mama, Auntie, Uncle so-and-so, Uncle Charlie left his kids all that money, and before he even got buried deep good, them kids went through all that money. You say, you know what? Uncle Charlie turned over his grave right now. Because he gave kids some money, but he didn't give them wisdom. He didn't teach them how to profit. So he had no choice but to blow it. So I'm the Lord God who teaches you to profit, who leads you by the what way you should go. When Jesus says, I am the way, that's what he's talking about. Not, come on, follow me. Not no whistling Dixie. Not that. He's going to show you the way. My way is easy. Your way is hard. And when I realized that his way is easy and my way is hard, then I said, I'm going to go your way. Or you can say, Yahweh. So you can go Yahweh or you keep doing it y'all's way. Y'all ain't ready for me. I'll go country on you. Y'all ain't ready for me. You going to do it Yahweh or you going to do it Yahweh? Well, I can't tell you Yahweh ain't been working. Yahweh knows the way. He knows the way you should go. 2 Corinthians 9:10 through 11. 2 Corinthians 9:10 through 11. 2 Corinthians 9:10 through 11. Now may he who supplies seed to the who? The sower. The only reason he gives seed, because he gives seed to the sower, as he told Adam and Eve, look, see, I blessed you already. I've given you seed. He gives seed to the sower. And bread for what? Food. Let me pause there because you still asleep. Y'all missed it. He gives seed to the who? Sower. And bread for what? Notice, he gives bread for what? Bread for what? Look at your neighbor and say, don't eat your seed. You missed it. Yeah, you're going to eat it today. You're going to take it to Papa Do's. You're going to take it to Luby's. You're going to take it to Piggly Wiggly. You're going to take it to the nail salon. You're going to take it to the hot barber shop. You're not supposed to eat your seed. Just don't eat. The bread is for food, not your seed. Your seed tastes your need. Don't eat your seed up, boo-boo. You understand, Pastor? I'm doing bad. All I got is $20 to my name. I have no money in my bank. That's your seed, fool. Don't eat that. Sow that. Go to your mama's house and eat. Go to your cousin's house and eat. Y'all ain't ready for me. Go to somebody else and eat if you want to eat. But don't you eat your seed. Don't eat it. And bread for food. Watch this. Now may he who supplies seed to the sower and bread for food supply and multiply the what? The what? The what? Notice he doesn't multiply you. He multiplies the seed. Oh, I'm about to prosper. I'm about to blow up. Y'all don't understand what's going on. Well, I hope you brought that best seed. That's the only thing he multiplying. He ain't multiplying you. He multiplying the seed. He multiplied the seed you have sown and increase the fruits of your righteousness. Righteousness simply means, the Bible says, Abraham believed God and God credited him with what? Righteousness. So he's going to enrich your fruits of what you believe in him for. Faith without works is, verse 11 says, while you are enriched in what? Everything. So once you sow that seed, don't trip. He going to make sure you are enriched with what? Everything. Notice, he going to make sure you are enriched. I'm going to be enriched. I'm going to be enriched in everything for all liberty, which causes thanksgiving through us to God. I'm not done with you, then I'm going to let you go. Isaiah 55, and I'm done with you. Isaiah 55, 8 through 11. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, nor your ways my ways to the Lord. For as the heavens is higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. For watch this, for as the rain come down and the snow from heaven, and do not return there, but water the earth, and make it bring forth and bud, that it may give what? Seed to the who? The sower, and bread to what? The eater. Don't eat your seed. The bread is for you to eat, not the seed. But when the seed brings forth bread, eat that. But don't eat the seed. Sow the seed. 11 says, so shall my word be that goes forth from my mouth. It shall not return to me void, but it shall accomplish what I please. And it shall what? Prosper in the thing which I sent it. When I plant my seed, I tell it, you go out there and you better bring back all your friends. He said he shall do what I tell him to do. I said to do something. You understand, baby? When God created us, he gave us dominion over everything that creeps upon the earth. Last time I held some money, it was where? On the earth. I rule everything. You better not come back until you bring me a lot of your friends. He says, yes, sir, I'll be back. And be back quick. Right? And I let it go. Now, my job is not to worry about it, because he says, as I said, that it's going to accomplish what I told to do. I'm not worried about it. You know what? Maybe I should have held on to that money. I should have paid my light bill. No. You're going to miss it. You're going to miss it. You're going to miss it. I want you blessed. I am the Lord your God who teaches you how to prosper. See? I have given you. I've given you the seed. Don't eat it. Sow it. And let it bring forth bread, and you eat that. Hey, according to the clock, that's my time. I thank you for yours. Can we get a Lord a big hand and clap of praise, if you will?